Hi, it's Wasabi. Welcome back to the channel. Today's battle's on the Prokhorov map, and we've got RavioliAldente from 1AR. It's in the BZ-176, the Tier 8 Chinese heavy tank. It's just one of the rockets. And here we go. Now you've only got 4 charges, so it'll probably take 2 or 3 to get to the top of the hill. The second one, each one lasts 10 seconds, and you get a little bit of cooldown, about 4 seconds, and then you can choose another one. So let's see, so I'm going to use this one. Yes. And you've got to be a bit careful using them because they last for 10 seconds. So if you get to position before 10 seconds, you've got to really hang on to the brakes to prevent it from going forward. Alright, so it's managed to get here, top of the hill, in a relatively short space of time. For heavy tank, let's just increase the mini-map size. Makes sense. Still hunting for targets down below. Go, unfortunately that shot didn't appear to hit, no noise. You can see relatively low shell velocity, 760 meters per second. It's a blind shot effectively, so it may have hit. We'll see after the game. Finally the medium tanks have caught up to his position. T-43. We've got the famous Provo Bob in a Crusader SP. Alright, here we go. Back to the I-90. Finally it lands a shot, but only 209 hit points. Now the gun is capable of doing around about 800, I think. Let's have a quick look at the shell it's using. It's the premium HE 225 pen, which is just fantastic. There you go, average damage 800. What can we do further to take a shot there when he was spotted on the tracks? But unfortunately that shot just dipped into the ground just before the target. Interestingly, for a Prokhorov game, no light tanks on either side. His team has lost the first 2 tanks, so a bit of a disadvantage here, but early days yet. And Ravioli being patient here on the nice side of the VK-168, and he gets a nice full whack there. Enemy tanks dropping back a little bit, although they're liable to get punished, but I'm sure they'll come back up again, knowing they've got this advantage. Right, so he's not concentrating on the tanks on the hill at this stage, but okay, he's actually just turning around here. Does he have a shot? Yes, he does. AMX M4 goes for low plate, bangs in another 820. So accumulating damage now fairly quickly. Get spotted, but no one's shooting back yet, which is good. Oh no, here we go. VK-100 down below, decides to take a blind shot and actually hits, but bounces off. So it does have pretty good frontal armour, particularly on the turret. So you can take advantage of that, but it's not a huge hull-down tank. The tanks that are trying to shoot him are now obviously exposing themselves. So here we go, there's the VK. Can he land a shot on him this time? Yes, he does. Gets a massive 82 hit points of damage, so that's obviously not a penetration, just blew up on the outside. So the change in the HE mechanism that came in a few patches ago, that's basically saying previously it treated the HE shell explosion as a sphere. So anything within the radius of the sphere, which if it landed low enough in a turret might include the engine deck, then it could do damage in that whole circular area. Now it sort of treats it in a different way, particularly if it doesn't penetrate. And there's the VK again. Can you get a better shot onto him? Yes, he can. He's really pushing up hard, so it's going to punish him. So he takes quite a lot of hits there all at the same time, reduced to 242 hit points by 3 different tanks almost simultaneously, and then gets sent back. Alright, now we've got a 122 TM just coming right through the middle of the field here. Ravioli spotted, of course, and unfortunately that shot misses. Again, the low shell velocity not helping here. So he just waits while he goes dark and he's reloading before he pops up again. And he just looks like he's going to try and get an angle on this 122 TM. Got off scot-free before, he's not going to get off again, I would hope. So he's just going to sneak down, see if we can get a shot on him, just trying to get the angle. He is spotted now. But luckily, probably no one else other than the 122 TM can shoot back. So just trying to find the right spot of flattened ground to be able to come out and take a shot. Just don't know that he's gone completely dark, which he is. And he's just getting the top of him. Hits but doesn't penetrate, so a bit unfortunate there. Now his side is 4 tanks down now. It's a decent amount of hit points difference to nearly 800, not a huge amount, but most of the frontline tanks have lost hit points. Ravioli uses his final rocket charge. Just has to hold the brakes while his rocket's burning, gets rid of the Lorraine 40T. Now we've got the M4 AMX pushing up, but he's one-shottable. And hopefully Provo Bob will get rid of him. Provo Bob is right at the base of the hill here, and there he goes. Gets him out. Expert arty player. Gets a bit of praise there from Ravioli. And looks like he's getting rid of the AMX M4 as well. So Ravioli taking advantage of this not being spotted, not having to shoot. And he can go after the tanks in the middle, just needs enough of their sides to make it worthwhile. There we go, Iron He scoots up, no we go, SU-152 in the middle. Bang, almost sends him back to the garage in one shot. But the AMX is gone now, so it's pretty safe to get back up on top of the hill. Oh no, here comes the 122 TM. Can you get the side of him or the back of him? Oh well, it's just going full Monty here. Does a bit of a ram. He is a heavy tank after all, let's not forget that. Lower plate, bang, sends him back to the garage. So, finally takes a hit. All this time he's only taken 1 hit and that was on his track, so it's the first bit of damage against him. And you go bouncing SU-152, who's survived on 26 hit points, just proves the adage that you only need 1 hit point to stay in the game. So Ravioli comes out, sees if he can spot him, or someone can spot him. Oh, we've got another tank come up, the A44. Does take a hit from him, but that's alright. Got plenty of hit points. Puts a shot into him and then gets the kill with the ram. Alright, starting to pull back the disadvantage. In fact, they've got an advantage in hit points now, so it's just tanks and it's only 1 tank difference. Does get spotted there. Proxy spotted from the hill, maybe. Or is there another tank around the corner here? Oh, there we go. Stuck around from the back, so it's a bit unfortunate. He's come up and cleaned up the arty. There's the Iron Arnie, who also tags him, leaves him on 321. he's going to find it hard to shoot down on him without coming down into the gully here himself. So Rav can keep him at bay, shoot him while he comes down, he's one-shottable. So he's just backing up to keep his tank in line, and he knows the Ainani can't get the gun depression. Fires and hits, but unfortunately doesn't connect, and that might give him the confidence to come down into the bowl here. Looks like he's trying to just get an angle. No, he's not going to. Can he finish him off without having to get up top? Probably not a good idea. He might need to go after this T-69 here. Can he do that without getting shot by the Ainani? No, probably not. Look, he's using the train here to try and shoot. Does get a shot in, but it bounces. But in return, he gets sent back to the garage. So just a fraction under 6k damage here. Here comes a T-69. And this is going to be interesting. Touches him, gets 122 hit points of damage out of a minor ram. Bounces the incoming rounds from the T-69. He'll be reloaded in a second. Gets a nice big hit, leaves him on 40 hit points. Let's go for the ram here, just doesn't have enough speed. It looks like the T-69 may be on reload anyway, so... Oh! SU-152 goes for it, but crashes. He was only on a small amount of hit points, so not surprising, any small amount of damage. T-69 definitely on reload, and he gets sent back before he can get his ammo back. And only one tank left now, which is an AT-7, who is being circled now by the Ainani. His team cleaning up the rest of them, and he'll be gone before Ravioli can come out. And in fact he does, and that's the end of the game. Showing 6k, let's go and see what he really got. Oh, correction there, I meant to say 6.9k. He's actually ended up with 7.3, so that was about just over 300 of blind damage. 5 kills, it's given the high caliber award, and he's blocked 2.1k, so he's earned the steel wall as well. And another 277 of assisted damage there, so 7.5, nearly 7.6, actually 7.6k of combined damage. That's earned in the Ace Tanker badge, so let's have a look at the team score. Oh, very nice, 1784 base. Let's make sure that we're seeing that in order, yep. And the Ainani on his team finishing up with 1300, so he might have just snuck in for an Ace Tanker on that tank, although we did see Hyphen's battle in that, getting 1300, not getting an Ace Tanker, so we're not quite sure where the level is on that particular tank. But in any case, those two tanks doing over 10k between them, and on the enemy team, the enemy Ainani actually came out on top, getting 3.5k, and the rest of them doing the most 2.5, and no one else doing over 2k. So yeah, relatively weak performance from the enemy team. But also on Rav's team, quite a few 0 damage tanks there as well. So definitely a carry from Ravioli and Mappery, seems to be the name. Mappery is the Ava, whatever that means. Alright, anyway, what did it cost to run? 19 shots fired, not too bad from such a slow loading tank. 16 hits out of that and 10 penetrations. Now, discount that by the number of splash damage. That tells you how many shots hit and did damage that went penetration. So 8 splash damage out of that. Interesting. Okay, maybe I'm not reading that correctly. All right, now not running a premium account, so you had battle payments running, mission payouts running, and still came out with a profit of 18k. Would have been a bit better on a premium account, but that's the way it is, and made money, which is absolutely what you want to do. So a great game there from Ravioli, massive damage and a real carry. Hope you liked the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please consider doing that. We'll have more great content to follow. Thanks very much for watching.